Wideout Chris Olave, the California native, put up big numbers in his 38 games in Columbus, catching 175 passes for more than 2,700 yards and 35 receiving touchdowns. Olave was named first-team All-American and All-Big Ten this past season. Now, JP, what do you see when you break down his tape?
Well, first off, I'd like to say that I haven't picked the rotation of guys here, so if you have a problem with all the Buckeyes, you need to take that up with somebody else. But what I see out of him is a really smooth athlete that does a great job of stretching the field, and he really was a leader on this Ohio State team. He's a guy who's a three-star recruit coming out of high school, made himself into a potential first-round pick. Now, as you look at the strengths, I mentioned it, the smoothness that he possesses. He doesn't look like he's running super fast, but he's running away from people. He bends really well in and out of his breaks. He bends to catch the football, does a really good job of that. Second thing, elite speed. This guy is able to get behind any defense, and we saw him do it time and time again in his time at Ohio State. But if there was a deep route to be run, it was going to be Chris Olave running it. And then number 3 is his ball skills. He's a great tracker of the deep ball, which I just mentioned. He's a guy who can go down and catch it. He's a guy who can catch a ball that's coming with high velocity. He understands how to go and pluck it out of the air. He is the ultimate receiver when it comes to actually catching the football, which is a really important skill. If you're a wide receiver, take it from me. Now, for the weaknesses, he has average yards after catch. Part of that is he's a guy who's catching the ball in the end zone a lot. There's really not a lot of space to run. The other part of it is he's a little bit of a smaller frame, so he has a hard time running out of some of those tackles. Going to have to improve that play strength. Second thing is blocking. That goes directly with the play strength, but out on the edges, he's just an okay blocker. He's not a guy who's going to be able to sustain blocks down the field for a long time, but that's probably not the reason why you're drafting him. And then finally, there is this question. Was it the scheme or was it the skill for Chris Olave? You saw that tape. There were a ton of plays where he was wide open. They were able to create the shot down the field to get him exactly where they wanted him, but you can flip on the tape and you can also see a lot of other times where there is elite skill that shows up there. He's a guy who can get open. He's a guy who understands how to use his body when it comes to the red zone to make some of the big catches. Really excited about this one. He's a wide receiver to me. Day one, he'll come and make an impact.
JP, who do we got to take it up with if we see too many
I was
Ohio
about to
State
say,
guys?
I'm glad Brooke said it.
The people upstairs that sign our checks. How about that?
Nah. It's you trying to get these Ohio guys in here.
No, it's not.
Gotta
it's
rep
not.
those
Hey, look, if I
Buckeyes.
wanted
We
to get the Ohio
understand.
guys in here, I would just do
We've
it.
had 2 Ohio State receivers this week.
Because they're 2 of the top guys. That's not my fault.
Touche.
Great talent coming out of the state of Ohio.
Wide receiver, Ohio State?
Yeah.
The Ohio State University. Let me not disrespect y'all.
Michael Thomas.